Hello everybody. Welcome back to Hydroneer. Let's head... Okay, hopefully the sound quality is good. We're down to 8 hours and 4 minutes. We're gonna make a bit of progress today. So let's hit the load button. Let's hit start on the clock. And oh, here we go. Right, no opals yet. Interesting. And let's see, we are... Right. I'm trying to remember where I left off last night. And I think the first order of business is gonna be to see how much gold, how much iron we have. Something's off. Right, there we go. I knew that I had some iron. And 4,000 coins. Okay, there we go. We can definitely work with that. Okay, first order of business is to increase our production. And I got a brief glimpse at the mine. I think we don't have anything else relevant there, so I need to go buy a couple more conveyor belts. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is get some more mining drills. And, well, in order to get the fastest to the place where we can build the mining drills, you can take that shortcut, otherwise there's a road that that you can take. I generally prefer the shortcut. Right, I do not remember if I've been here before. I don't think I have, which is why I brought the cart with me. This is where we craft things. There's only a couple of things that are craftable in Hydroneer. And we're gonna go through the crafting process. So the first thing in the crafting process is... Well, let's take this one here. As I was saying, the first thing in the crafting process is to actually get the molds. And I'm only gonna get the drill and this little thingy. I'll go a bit more into detail on that in just a second. I'm trying to see if there is anything else of interest. Obviously, it's I will want to get this. Let's make sure that this is accessible somewhere. Okay, so I want to get... Okay, I have one. You know what? Let's buy all of them now. I don't think I have any better uses for the money. I believe those should be 8 of them, so I'm looking at a total of 1700. If I don't see 1700, that means something's wrong. Let's get water filters. Really? I do not... Interesting. Okay. Focus on getting water filters. I do not want to pay for that actually. Okay, I still have a decent amount of cash left. So let's go ahead with that. Okay, and this is where we craft. Now, it took me a while to figure out how to craft, but it's fairly simple once you learn it. You put the mold on the pedestal, you have the resources on the side of the mold, so this only costs 300 iron. You put all the resources in there and you hit the lever. That is gonna print out the machine. You then go over here, drop the machine to take it to the surface. This is your change, so to speak. I had 600, one of those cost 300, so I can print 2. And I really hate when that happens. This is another digging site. It's fairly expensive, but well, we might try it out. We'll see if we get to that stage of the game. Right now, I need to climb all the way back up. Lots of stairs. Still better than waiting for the elevator. I really hate that you can fall through those grates. But anyway, it is what it is. This small one costs just 660. So I have enough for one of them. I might do another quick trip. Let's avoid that one.
Trade you for some guild tokens.
I'll be back here soon, and I can definitely afford 44 weight iron bar. We need to start making a bit of progress on that one as well. This is obviously not gonna be nowhere near enough. I will get a bit more into quests as we progress, but for now, let's just ignore that. We got an order, we're gonna look at it. Well, we're gonna wait for the lift. My instinct is to always turn back whenever I go on this lift. Anyway, there we go. We have our 2 machines here. Everything should be backed up, and you know what? I have a bit of coin left. Let's head to the big city. I'm calling it big city. I think it's actually called Bridgeport. And while I have this little bit of quiet time, let's talk a bit about guild quests. The shops that we've been so far are all take Hydroneer coins. There are 2 other currencies, Trader Guild Token and Farming Guild Token, and we can only acquire those tokens by doing quests. Okay, small stop over here, 1.3 should be enough. I want to get another cart.
Thanks for your business.
Wait, did I already have... oh, I already have the fast cart. For some reason I thought I didn't. Let's not forget the coins. I was sure I didn't get in, time to buy last episode, but apparently I didn't.
I'd like you to make me something.
This is gonna be a fairly decent... quest as well. There's probably a couple of others. I'm not gonna go hunting for quests right now. I'm just gonna gather a few of the decent ones I made. So yeah, as I was talking about the two alternative currencies, the only way to get those is by turning in orders. And the first item that I want to get is with the trader's token. There is a cutting tool that allows me to cut resources to precise sizes. Otherwise it is a real pain. Now what this does is, it's called the booster hook, and it increases pressure by 20%. It's literally a 20% increase to our standard 100 output, and that will make our machines run substantially faster. I'll keep the pressure gauge over here. This should give me a good idea of how much this actually gets. So it's 114, that's a decent pressure. Let's go get more mining drills. So yeah, first of all, the blocks need to get out. There's not enough room here. I might still need that for a while there, but okay, I need some pipes. Do I have at least one straight pipe? Just the one, unfortunately. We'll have to go buy more. For now, just this one will suffice. Not sure why I locked that piece in place. I knew I would have to move it around. So there we go, we have doubled our production, and soon we're gonna, well, add more. But okay, we have the water filters, and you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start placing them down first. I will then go and grab me more pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're definitely gonna do a build. I think my money is over here, yep. One of the next order of business after I finish scaling up production is also gonna be to automate repairs. Because right now I think about every 10 to 20 minutes we have to... I have no idea how many of these I'm actually getting. That's probably enough. Let's get a pork as well, since I'm here. And obviously I drop my money in a random place in a cart. There we go. That wasn't that expensive. So yeah, we're gonna look at automating. I don't want to repair every 10 to 15 minutes. This, if I do this properly, it will actually last us for a very long time. I have enough room down there to actually put a cart. So let's go do that. Okay, that was actually better than I thought it would be. I obviously need T-junctions as well, and I am all out of T-junctions. Okay. Let's go ahead, do what I can. No, I need to get a T-junction. It's more important to get the mining
One day I'll
drill
buy a
working.
shiny new truck.
And buying a shiny new truck is not a very bad advice. Yep, those are 7 pipes. I am fairly sure, if I remember correctly, that I'm gonna be able to fit about 10 mining drills down there without too much hassle. After that it gets a bit more fiddly to get things lined up. So let's get the T-junction, there we go. Last but not least, I actually have to get the mining drill, which is still up. Yes, there it is. Not forget to turn it on. Okay, and while this is going, well, we have a bit of pickaxing to do, so bear with me. We need to expand this tunnel to slot in 7 more machines. There it is, there's the edge that I was kind of remembering. So we only need to dig up until that edge. And depending on how well I went on the grid, it's gonna be somewhere 9 or 10 machines, roughly speaking. The spacing looks a bit odd, I'd have to say. I'm starting to doubt if I'll even get close to 9 machines fitted in here. But as you can see, there's gonna be a huge wall. So no way to extend this much further. And I think in the next one I'll actually prioritize the water pressure. We can get an additional there we go, everything's gone. So we can get an additional 60% water pressure, which is, I think, quite a lot. Okay, let's cut down the ceiling a bit more because this is gonna go over the mining drills. Not sure if it will matter or not, but okay. Interesting, so you can clip through there. Okay, so I have... I wasted 2 spaces there. Okay, that's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and with a bit of imagination and creativity, maybe 9. We'll see how that goes. Can I fit in the 10th? I'm fairly sure that would be a no. I would really like to find the quark though. I've just realized something. I could probably fit another row of drills over here, run a pipe and run the belt over this and just join it back. Really? I cannot access that quark? That's unfortunate. Okay, I need to cut the ceiling a bit more there because I cannot move at all. Oh, the pickaxe is down here. So yeah, this is gonna be my main way of moving around, so... give it a nice head clearance. We're mainly waiting for more resources to pile up right now. There's no point in doing a second trip just yet. I probably have about 300 to 400 iron, I would say. You know what? I'll actually keep this down here. I might try... Usually it's not worth expanding this too much. We're gonna be moving on to a new place fairly soon. But who knows? Maybe I'll try that. Let's make sure that I can actually fit all my pipes. Obviously, in the last place you look. So I have a few spare pipes. I need one more. Okay, let's get this one out of here. I have this one, so that's enough for all the drills. I can take this one out in case I need it for anything else. we do have a couple of extra pipes. I don't know what I'm gonna use them for right now. I didn't actually count when I bought them. Let's see where we are. 6, 7, 644. So that's enough for one drill and one. And the remain 180. Yeah, that should be enough for the remainder of the boosters. That's what they're called. At least I think that's what they're called. I want to make sure I don't accidentally remove anything here. Nope, nothing there. All good. There's the pickaxe, and let's see. Gold weight 9k. 9k should be enough. Nope, it is not enough. I need 10.6k for the repair pack. How much do I have? That looks like a... Oh, that's the iron bar I just got. Just a bit more. You know what? Let's put them to be heated up. Preemptively, I will fix that one. The first one always takes the most damage. We have 800 here, so that should actually be enough. So let's get whatever this is. We're gonna make the sword as we always do. That's 14. Oh yeah, obviously I forgot about the price bonus. So I got 3k just by extra just by making the sword. Trying to remember if I'm forgetting anything. Well, I'll figure it out later if I'm forgetting. I might actually have enough extra money to get a new truck. Let's see, let's see. Right now, we are gonna go craft. Actually, that's the stock market. We can sell items at a potentially higher price. This one was showing below 100% price, so, and that was for the sword. So no point in selling there. We'll just sell at the jeweler shop. We have one very close to us. Okay, let's head here. I don't think I need a cart with me this time. We just need to craft those 2 items. Fortunately, gravity is not a thing. Okay, and I'm gonna start off by printing 3 of these things. 2 prints. What? They didn't do the print? Why? Okay, that's the third one. We do not need more than 3. But I think I have enough for this one. There's not enough for a second one. I only had 660 if I remember correctly or something like that. So this is probably about 180 left. Let's take it back. I could leave it here because I'm gonna use iron ore just here from now on. But I'll take it home to know exactly when, how much... Oh, perfect timing. To know exactly how much iron I have and how much I can print. I don't know what happened here, but I'm actually gonna check to make sure that everything is in, and it does look like everything is in. Let's put the sword there, everything else stays inside. And let's go shopping. I'm gonna head down to Bridgeport. Is there a shortcut I can take around here? Well, not the smoothest of landings, but it was a shortcut, so we'll take it. Okay, so we are in Bridgeport. I'll probably come back there a bit later on. First things first, let's
honest prices. All appraisals by weight.
get our money. There were quite a few contracts around here. Let's see if there's anything actually...
I'd like you to make me something.
You made that soup yet?
No, that's not a good one. That one I believe I already have. And there's a few quest givers around here usually. Or maybe down here. Not yet. Interesting. Well, I thought it would be worth checking out. But now I am going to buy everything I need for making the automated filter repair. So let's head over here, take the money out, and that money, 15k, that's perfect, that's actually more than enough. Everything is gonna be a multiple of 5 because, well, we have 5 filters. And with the expensive stuff, I really need to make sure that I'm only buying 5 of each and not more. That was the cheap stuff though.
Try a little logic.
This is the expensive stuff. That one is 1.2. I lost track. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that was actually
You'll be a
everything.
spanner. Make an auto repair machine to fix it for you.
I'm trying to group them so I can have access to them when I take them out without getting everything out. Last part of the shopping spree is over here. These ones we're gonna need a lot of. So let me get in a position where I can actually do this faster. Okay, how many of these I need? I need 10 straight cables. That's 10, and I need 15 of these. Are all of them in the cart? Apparently they are. Now, if I did this correctly, this should be... roughly 10.6k. Well, we'll see. I did look up this build before the episode to make sure that I know exactly how much money... Oh, no. I took the money out. Where did I put the money? Over here, 4.4. That's good. That means we can buy an upgraded version of the truck that just moves faster. When getting out of the truck, based on the direction you're looking in, that's where you're gonna be ejected. And let's go with yellow. There's no difference between them. They're all hydro trucks. As far as I know, everything is literally the same between the three variants. Come on. There we go.
You reckon you could get this for me?
I heard a quest giver 103. Sure, we'll be able to do this soon. We will get better contracts very soon, but we have to, I think, work our way up the food chain. For now, let's finish enhancing our mine. The main idea is to have this be our primary source of income. Once we fully establish this one, we're gonna be looking at okay, let's do this one first. I'm gonna be looking at setting up a secondary base. Okay, that's working. How much? Another 600. That's actually very decent. So I'm gonna bring this one, the cart over here. Should have put the filters in the cart as well, but all good. I should have one more filter. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so we have full water pressure. We're pretty much out of spanners, but where is a good place to store the cart to be out of the way? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna do everything 5 times over. This thing reads the durability left of whatever is right in front of it. So in this case, it will read the durability of this thing. And as I mentioned, times 5. And I think it does that once per second. Next, we have to build a loop around and in front, because at the end of this circuit there's gonna be this thing. It's called a logic spanner hurling unit. It's basically a repairing tool. And that needs to be connected and needs to be sitting basically here. But I'll do the build in order. I've read somewhere that not doing the build in order sometimes causes issues. The videos are pretty old. I haven't seen much activity on YouTube on Hydroneer, at least not in my stream, for a long time. And I don't know, I consider this an extremely fun game. I love playing it. It has some replayability as well, in my opinion. Okay, so this comes looping all the way back around. Let's see if I manage to actually get all my parts. I'm a bit worried that I'm missing something. Before putting this, we're gonna put the two wire attachments. So now we can actually see the durability that's left on each filter without needing the magnifying glass, which now that I said it out loud, I've realized I've never actually used. And this thing is a flip hook, basically converts everything that's greater than 0 into a 1. Sorry, anything greater than or equal to 1 into a 0, and zeros into a 1s, which means that when the durability reaches 0, this will output a 1 signal and only then, and that will throw a spanner into the water filter. The water filter will be repaired, and oh, everything's great in the world. And that's how we load them with spanners. That's how we see how many we have left. I'll load doing that one, and Just one left in that one. And apparently, I'll head... You know what? Let's do another full round trip. I needed to do another full round trip anyway, so... Might as well. That's another 13k. We are getting more and more resources. That's another 3 machines. That's really awesome. You know what? Let's mix the iron ingots together. I don't think it's gonna take me to 1.2k, but okay, let's leave that in there for just 1 second until I craft the sword, because that will actually take me to 1.2k, and I'll be able to get one more miner. Let's see. In the meantime, there's a couple of quests that are very close to me. That's a very decent quality recipe, so let's get that one.
I need something specific.
Store the contract there. Okay, that's enough. $18k, that's a decent penny. Where's my cart? Let's get the cart in. And let's get the iron. Yep, we went over the 12k limit, so let's go. I will also need to buy spanners to load up all the repairs. Stock market still down. I don't know if we've passed an in-game day. How are we with time? Where 7 hours left? I think that this is going fairly well. Time-wise, well, if it's raw speed, I could definitely do much better, but we're making good progress in the game, I think. It took me a while to realize that the machine actually gives change, and I would always come here with my ingots cut. I remember in the first playthrough, my ingots cut down to exact size. That was not a fun activity to do, especially not having the saw yet. I think the saw is a fairly new addition to the game. That was 3, if I'm not mistaken. I have 1 more left. No? Did I do 4 already? I must have done... Surely I didn't do 4 already. Well, maybe I got distracted. But yeah, cutting ingots down to size before having the saw is pure nightmare. What it also took me... Okay, how many? I did get 4. Okay, sure, we'll take it. So let's see, I need to buy one more elbow cable and I realize I took the wrong way. Let's see if I can get down here without looping all over the place. Apparently I cannot. Since I'm here, I'm probably gonna buy the spanners from here. Okay, first things first. I still have a few hydro coins. Let's go buy the spanners.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
And again, especially for bulk purchases, always use the cart. That should be about 23, I think. Yes, I do not
Thanks
have
for your
enough
business.
cash for that. So let's go sell the sword.
I sure am hungry.
That definitely gives me enough cash to purchase this. And let's go back home, and that's more or less gonna be it for this build. We need to put in a couple more drills, but that's a very passive task. We just need to wait for some resources. Okay, the elbow is here. Let's start loading this thing up. Really? You managed to not fall into... I hate when I do that. Okay, that one's full too. That one's full already? Apparently it is. Oh. Good thing, I guess. Okay, everything should be full now, and I should have about 2 or 3 spare ones. Okay, let's take the cart out of the way. Four spare bags, that's actually quite decent. Let's get more mining drills. And I need to remember to connect the water as well. Would have probably put them in the cart. I don't know if it would have been much faster, given the fact that I probably couldn't have let go of the cart that easily in here. Okay, let's take that one and I'll just put that in place. Okay, everything seems to be working. We still have power. I want to check how much power there's left in this one. 6, that's not a lot. I'll put a full bar. This is probably a few hundreds, 200, 300 almost. And I need, this is what happens when things stop working. Okay, before that becomes unmanageable, I need to stop the water. Take the big chunks out and take the chunks that are stuck, put them in. Okay, everything's good. That should be enough for maybe one resupply of that in this 10-hour interval. Maybe more than one, I don't know. How much calcium do we have? Not enough. Hopefully this production boost will actually increase my calcium output. .44 iron bar and 42 iron bar. Okay, I will need to get a handsaw. I do think there is a handsaw at the shop over here. We need to earn the guild tokens to get the cutter.
Looking for something?
Yes, we do have a handsaw over here. Okay, so let's see. How much was it? 43 and 44. So they're very close together. No, let's not do that over there. So that's 400 left. 200, 100. This should actually be about... no, that's too small. This should actually be 80 something. Okay, I am happy to sacrifice ten iron for each order. And this is why doing it with a handsaw is a nightmare. It only cuts in half. So I have two contracts, not that one, this one. Where is it? Ice Helm. Okay, one down in Ice Helm and one in Bridgeport. And my card is where? There we go. How much? 1k, that is a lot. Okay, I hopefully gonna remember that the one in the corner is meant to be the one for the build. I'm gonna craft my final machine. And the other two are for the quests. And I do need to take the shopping cart this time. I do not need to take the quest scrolls with me, but sometimes I forget where the quests are meant to be delivered, so, and who the person is. For Ice Helm is quite easy to figure out. For Bridgeport, there's lots of names, and I'm very bad with names, so yeah. Okay, so first order of business is that one. Second order of business is to get any of the iron ingots,
Don't
and
suppose you can grab me this.
I don't remember if
Thanks.
I've mentioned or not, but yeah, one thing that took me a long time to understand is I knew that they get annoyed if there's different materials in the recipe. Right, let's not forget this bit. They get annoyed if there's different materials in the recipe, but and they definitely get annoyed if there's less of the desired material, but they actually don't care if you put a lot extra. I remember at the very beginning I was trying to... No! Hate that. At the very beginning I was trying to go down to the exact 0.5, and I'll have to say that was not fun. And then I realized that, oh yeah, you can go a bit over, and then I I really messed up one of the cuts. I added an extra 0 or something like that, and I was like, oh yeah, it still works. Awesome. So yeah, it's okay to go a bit over. You're losing some profit, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. And the truck will always flip on the correct side, so don't worry about
I'd like you to make me something.
I think this is the one. Hopefully I
Thank you.
didn't hand him the big pile. Now, the question is what's next? And you know what? Let's set up farming. Farming is gonna take a while to progress with. Yeah, I think it is time to set up farming. I'll read about it a bit, I don't know. Haven't played out too much with farming, but hopefully I managed to get things
Take a look at my goods.
right from the first go. And well, we'll need a bit of everything. Did I take one of each?
You won't find better prices than these.
Let's give ourselves a bit of a head start at least. Do I want to grow carrots? You know what? Let's start with carrots as well. The price
Come have a
is
gander.
there's the money. The price for carrots is substantially better, and it's not that expensive anymore.
Thanks for your business.
I do need the scales, I guess. So let's take this, and well, since I'm here, I'll buy one more set of scales. This is
Come
the
have a
premium
gander.
shop. As you can see, it's the farming coin. We have 4 more plants that we will be asked to give. There's a couple of utility items. Probably the most important one is the sprinkler hook. There's over on the other side, I don't know if we can see it from here. There's a harvester, that's the second most important one, and then the dicer, third, and finally the stacker. And I don't know, maybe at some point we'll throw in a veggie basket. Watering can will actually be the top priority because it's extremely cheap and it's gonna allow me to water the plants
Take a look at my goods.
much faster. But okay, that's about it for now. There's the harvester. It's a very weird vehicle. It's an extremely tall vehicle. So, okay, we want to set up farming. Actually, I'm not gonna use the watering can. I'll go for a different type of build. First, let's make a quick stop over here. So I'm setting up farming right now because unlike everything else, plants take a fixed amount of time to grow. Okay, what did I came here for? Right. I do not know the ratio, to be honest. I think that's 10 of them. I'll try to space them out 2 apart. They're fairly expensive. Well, they add up eventually. They're not that expensive.
Make sure you read the description of every item. I am not responsible for any damage.
I do not need a logic valve. What I want is wiring. And I do need the switches. I need 2 of these switches. Okay, let's go. Well, ideally pay. I don't know if ideally is the correct word, but pay. I could go with a few extra lights, but I think that this is definitely gonna be enough for the first couple of rounds of seeds. We need to get pipes. So I need to get 20 pipes plus let's see what this quest is. 20 pipes plus enough to connect a new circuit.
I don't suppose you can grab me this?
Not worth the effort. Do I have a sword to sell? Or have I already sold it? Well, if it's in the cart, it's gonna stay in the cart. I did want to check out something before I headed back home. We're gonna do a quick trip to the Traders Guild shop, which is located right over here. We have another merchant. I want to refresh my memory on prices. These are the tier 3 pipes. They cost a lot of guild tokens. We will most likely not be using them in this playthrough unless I decide to extend the playthrough. A logic saw hook, 320. That's the first one that we're gonna need. These tools are expensive AF. Okay, so 320 is the price. We have 280, so not that far off. I did say I'll check out this quest giver.
Could do with some scran.
Yeah, I'll take any farming. You know what? I might even take up the small one.
I need something specific.
It's just 23 tokens, but it's very easy to make. And right now we probably have a lot of farming quests. As I was mentioning, the first big milestone is to get a sprinkler, because that's gonna allow me to automate wide area farming very easily. And that automation is not gonna happen over here. That automation is gonna happen on a different dig site. But anyway, for now, first and foremost, last mining drill for now. This should be enough to supply me with money for the rest of the playthrough, more than I can handle. How's this? Is this growing at a slightly decent pace? We need about 200 of that. Bare minimum, ideally 350. Let's set up farming. I really don't like that shape. I think this looks substantially better. So let's find a straight path. Do I want to go that way or that way? Yeah, so this is... Okay, we're gonna go with this way. I'll bring the water pipe down this way and let's see, let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll be able to expand that. So one of the most annoying things with plants is that you have to water them, and well, everything we have to carry water right now carries just one block of water, which is obviously, if you want to, we need to plant many plants. It's not fun watering just with one. The watering can makes it a bit more bearable. It's 4 waters per refill, but that gets really old really fast as well. So what we're gonna do is, let me just count here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just round it down to 10 pipes, and first and foremost, actually, so I have plenty of room to spread in that direction, and as such I'll do my kitchen area over here. Sure, I can place that one over there. This is the cooking pot. Okay. So down the center, I want to have my lighting. And I think lights are gonna go like that. Really hope this works. I've didn't play a lot. I did play a bit with farming. You need water and you also need light. That's what I've learned. At night the plants do not grow, but if you put lights, they will actually grow. I don't know what the reach radius of a light is. I'm hoping this is gonna be good enough. Oh, if it's not... okay, how much do we have? I do not need that one there. I'll probably be left with a few spare cables. Does that look correct? I think that looks correct. Only one way to find out. But I think I meant to go to more this way. Two more. And let's see. I should have 5 lights. Okay, that's the lighting system setup. So the main idea with watering is you can use pipes because pipes will drip at the end of the pipe. And yes, I did get probably 2 extra cables because I got a length of 10. I didn't flat out enough over here. It needs to be all the way to this place. Oh, there we go. I was like, that's odd. I have an extra light. I did not have an extra light. There we go. Everything is lit up now. We're gonna be using all of these tools. I'll dig the holes a bit later. For now, you can actually combine seeds. You can look at the dots on the edge of the pack to see how many there are. I bought 4 and 4. Let's keep that one over there. It is going to be needed. Recipes as well. And how much coin do I have? 9k, that's more than enough. I still have a couple of elbow pipes. I'm not gonna buy elbow pipes, but I will purchase 20 of these. Okay, I will need a valve, 2 valve hooks. I will need an intake. And I didn't end up getting a couple of more elbows. So the main idea is to have the wires run down the middle and light up the plants, and then above the wires, I'll have the pipes drip down water. I also do have to connect them at the top. Yeah, I totally forgot about that, so I'll definitely need way more pipes than I currently have here. Anyway, let's set up the first one to actually test if the watering system works. I've never tried this watering system. Probably a bit of overkill for how long I'm gonna be using this, but it's fun to try and experiment new things. This is gonna be an elbow pipe, rotate, and let's see, over here we'll have the main water, and this is where we need the straight pipes for. Let's see, how close can I get the intake? Okay, that has water, that's good. Let's bring the cart closer. And first things first, let's get to the correct height. I have no idea what the correct height is, so let's get closer with this pipe. I think one more will do. Yep, that looks good. So it's one vertical and one more elbow if I can manage to grab it. So now we have water. I have to make the hole where the water drops land. I've tested out once and it's actually quite needs to be quite accurate. I would initially thought the tolerance would be better, but no. Oh, my bad, one more. You definitely have to turn off the water sound if you want to have this type of system. Otherwise, it took me a while to realize that there's such an option. So this one is over here like this. That one's over there. Let's bring the cart closer. So vegetables should be growing unhindered now. I believe the light source should be good. I have to say I do find it hilarious. Oh no, it's the shadow from the sun right now. I was about to say I do find it hilarious that although I have the lights below, they still cast a shadow. But that was not the case. So I need another 20 T-shapes. I need one, probably another 20 straight pipes. Five elbows and yeah, take it from there. Oh, I actually do have a few pipes here. Let's see how much these pipes will take us. Since I'm here, come on. Since I'm here, I'll also collect the recipes. For vegetables, we definitely need the electric cutter. Losing even a few vegetables is, I think, too much. Okay, let's keep that on like that. Nope, that one needs to be that way. There's an elbow here, and then this one needs a water connection. There's gonna be another elbow somewhere up there, but yeah, 10 straight pipes and 20.
Take a look at my goods.
25 T-shapes, maybe? Three should be enough.
I reckon Bridgeport was minging before Fobrick got here.
Okay, I did manage to get access to the coins. Still plenty of coin. So this should allow me to grow 40 plants at once. 40 plants is actually a very good number. And water pressure does not matter here. Let's get a T-shape. What? That's not right. That sounds much better. And cooking requires waters and diced vegetables. I do not want to refill that every time I need to cook something, so Yep, the lazy me wins. Oh, there it is. There we go, a straight pipe. We can expand this to 2 cooking stoves if we need to, fairly easily. 2 more elbow. And as you can see, the plants are growing, they are watered. Let's go finish setting up this part. I heavily overestimated how many straight pipes I need. All good though. Okay, let's do the top side. I've probably overestimated how many T-pipes I need as well, but well, it is what it is. By how many is the question? Not that many. Could have been much worse. And the contracts go over here. There is such a thing as a contract board. Okay, the light is flowing correctly now. Let's finish setting up the holes. If you misplace one, it's... Oh, right. You can just retap it and it will remove it. So you can place it again. This should be much faster. Okay, so I shouldn't need that one anymore. We will need this and this, and I will need a magnet. There we go, our first harvest. We can cut them on the ground, nobody minds. I'm not gonna talk about the dish hygiene. Everybody eats from the same bowl, you don't need to wash it or anything. I'm obviously just joking, it's just a game. And we have our first batch of tomatoes. We've made almost 15 out of 4 tomatoes. How can I do this? Well, I could just swap these two around, I think. Could I? So if I do it like this, I don't have anywhere to put a valve. Fortunately, I have plenty of pipes to reroute. Gonna be a bit trickier to put a second stove in now, but all's good. Okay, now I have this. We've turned this into 14 seeds, and well, we're just gonna replant. The first few crops are gonna be just to grow the seed stock. Okay, so for some contracts I will need, let's do this. Let's get a gold. I have the saw now, so I can just add this over here. How am I doing money-wise? I really don't like how that piping turned out, but I'll keep it for now. $7K. That's actually more than enough. This is 127K. Let's get to our truck. And there is one more thing that I've left here, never touched. Now it is actually gonna be useful. So this is the map. Of the whole island. It took me a while to figure it out, but the green exclamation marks are farm guild quests. The orange one are traders guild quests. The green ones are the outlined ones are the ones that I haven't accepted yet. The not outlined ones are the ones that I, well, have accepted. And there's the yellow one, which is a different quest line. I will be attempting to finish that quest line in this playthrough, as that's gonna take me through most of the game.
You made that soup yet?
There is a quest here. I want to see if it's interesting or not.
Give me this, and I'll give you my tokens.
300 tokens for that amount of gold. We'll definitely take it. Let's have a look at the yellow quest as well.
Give me this, and I'll give you my tokens.
200 gold bar. This is Prospect Guild token 800. For some reason I was remembering that that's gonna give me
Bigger the catch.
Hydroneer coins. 800 Prospect Guild token is huge. I'm gonna go buy the gem compressor by the time I get back. Okay, I just saw that crops are done. Now I read that there's sometimes a bug if I try to cut this immediately. Yeah, I lost a carrot there, so I'll actually harvest this. So the way crops work, at least from what I've seen, each crop has a chance of producing 1, 2, or 3 plants of their own type. Okay, where's the magnet? If you pull them together and then drop them, they're just gonna combine into one bigger stack. As you can see, where we were way better with tomatoes, this is slightly less. We still made 2 bags of carrots. I think we might have lost a carrot. So generally speaking, with one plant output, you kind of get even on your seed. With 2 and 3, well, you get substantially better. I think I had a pretty good roll with the tomatoes. The carrots, we've almost tripled, so that's fairly good as well. Okay, those are our new quests that we've got. There was a farming quest in Bridgeport that I want to get. And I want to get a gem compressor. Right now, all of our gems sit in... okay, that's the quest. All of our gems sit in pans. They're quite a lot, and it's actually gonna make... Oh yes, this is a very decent quest for the beginning. So yeah, as you can see, the game is somewhat lagging a bit already. Will this have the logical compressor? Yes, it does. Let's get the coins first, and I do need, you know what, let's get that thing, and I want a switch. Where are the switches? I think it was right here. I need another lever for that one, and that is basically it, I think. Put this in the trunk. There we go. A couple of logistical issues getting... Can I get down this way? Oh, this is gonna be ugly. I should have went straight in the river. That's probably the better idea. I wonder what those guys are doing in the river. I probably threw them there. They usually get back to the place faster. Okay, so this is enough coin to even start looking at building the second base. There is another trader's token, a trader's quest in Bastion's Keep. And there's one at the farm. I'm not gonna go all the way back to the farm now. The tomatoes are probably almost done. And I did notice some lag spikes, so let's preemptively hit a save. I'm getting very close to the end of this session. Okay, let's do this setup. Okay, we've started getting a couple of gems. That's nice. Okay, that's good. Where's my fork? There's the fork. It is getting close to the point where I kind of want to make some pathways because it's getting bumpy when I walk, but anyway, not right now. Get the car down. Get that thing done. So this is 200 gold. This is 86 gold. The ratio is actually... Uh-oh, it's better on the quest, never mind. So yeah, this is... Oh, that actually worked way smoother than I thought it would work. One big gem, 500 kilos. We'll keep it here. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna set up the saw just yet. So long term I'll probably need to automate gem processing because it will get extremely laggy over here and it will crash the whole game. How much? Okay, 26. Not bad. I want to make sure that I don't have any sort of resource pile-ups. If resource pile-up anywhere, get stuck, something, the game is gonna lag like crazy. How much do I have? Okay, that's 500, that's 250, 160. So I do think that that plus, is that the small one? Yes. Should be close to. That's, oh, that's 300. That's a lot. Hopefully last time I do this. Yeah, that's good enough for this quest. I need a bar of 200, that's gonna give me 800. With 800 I'll be able to buy the cutter. Maybe even buy 2 cutters, I think. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and splurge for 2 cutters. And a couple of
I need
boards.
something specific.
I'd like you to make me something.
Oh, this ain't what I wanted. Nay, that's not right.
200 weight gold bar. Really? That's not 200 weight? Sure, we can do that. Okay, so I think we need to be closer to 200. That was way too much. How close is this to 200? That's 500, we don't want that one. 260, so if I cut this in half, this is 130. And that's about 70. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll cut these two in half. I'll get this iron or this gold ore out. And this should be very close to 200. Let's hope that this is good. Apparently there is an upper limit, although once I gave way more than that to a quest and it actually accepted. Unless this guy actually wants a clean cut 200, which is not gonna happen
You reckon
right
you
now.
can get this for me?
Oh, this ain't what I wanted.
Yeah, this guy wants... Oh! I'm blind. I am blind. He wants a gold dagger. It's a bit confusing that it's... Yeah, hey. Yeah, I was thinking of buying a smelter and putting it next to the anvil. Once I get a cutter though, I won't really need that extra smelter, hopefully. But, yeah, no, I think I'll actually buy another smelter when I get back to Bastion Keep. And I'll look at automating the compressors as well. But for the compressor automation, I'll actually need to get 2 belts, 2 sorters facing the other way. Okay, so this needs to be a dagger. And the ingot needs to actually touch the slot.
Could do with some scran.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you caught me right towards the very end of the stream. I'm getting close to the 2-hour
I'll
mark
trade
as
you for some
well.
guild tokens.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Yep, that was good enough, and we can now access the next 2
You reckon you can get
contracts.
this for me?
Uh,
You reckon
getting...
you can get this for me?
Give me this, and I'll give you my tokens.
400 core stone, it's not for this mine to produce. I will get more core stone from the second setup, where we'll actually be able to dig a
Bigger the
bit
catch.
deeper. But yeah, those are the next two quests. Those are very well defined quests. They're not like the guild quests where they're infinite. Okay, so right now 1000 tokens, plenty of coin. Let's leave the soup bowl over here. Let's cut out the and replant. Okay, let's cut everything out next. With tomatoes, there's no risk of the tomatoes actually clipping down through the dirt. So it's safe to cut the plant directly. But man, there's a lot of manual work involved. And the big one to get is the harvester, I think. I might actually try to prioritize the harvester over the sprinkler. And maybe I'll initially set up a system similar to this one in a different place. With a harvester we need substantially higher clearance than this. Okay, everything is diced up. Let's bring everything together. I'll keep everything to as long as I have 20 seeds. Well, right now I'll actually cut everything because I don't have a way to cut the vegetables yet. So I'll convert everything into seeds. Next turn I think I'll have enough to actually start cooking. Oh yeah, I have enough seeds for 2 rounds of planting, so the whole of next round will go into cooking. Let's see how we're doing with carrots. And carrots, we have almost 2 rounds. I don't have any orders with carrots yet. So we'll see. I will try to replant a full plot nonetheless. Anyway, I will take the advice from the chat and actually put one more smelter next to my anvil. Okay, first and foremost, we want to go to the Traders Guild. I forgot my cart. I don't have any must buy, things to buy. Any new quests around here? No. I actually have all the quests active. So, okay. First order of business. Buy 2 of these, and actually three, 4. I'll do 6 board tasks, task boards, whatever they're called. Let's back this up just a bit. Really? Come on. And let's not forget the tokens. Still have 200 left, and well, to be honest, nothing much to spend the tokens on. I'm not... I've tried the machines a bit. I was not all that impressed with what they can do. There are 2 machines that are meant to help flatten the ground and dig better, but as I've said, I was not that impressed. Okay, that's that one. I need... three of these. As you can see, forgetting the card can be very painful. There is another tier smelter, the logic smelter, but it's extremely expensive and it doesn't really serve me any good right now. I do have to, however, not fall into the river and buy 2 left. No, I do not have the
Come have a gouda.
volcano one. I forgot how it's called. I am thinking of, from what I saw, just a sec, I need to make sure I get the right direction. It needs to be to the left. From what I saw, it's more or less starts from scratch. You do not share resources between, so I was actually thinking I might make a completely separate 10-hour series out of that one, and I'll actually do a blind playthrough for it. I really do enjoy this one, so hopefully they've added some interesting mechanics. I actually don't know what to expect of it, other than hoping it's at least decent. So, obviously I've placed them the other way around. This one will be placed the other way around too. And with this, I think I will call it a day. By with this, I mean after I finish putting down everything I have in this area, in this truck. Probably another few minutes left. Okay, that's that one. This is going, and what else do I have here? I won't set up the cutters just yet. I'll probably look at setting up maybe a cutter over there. And I think I'll move the anvil slightly closer to that area. Probably pull a water pipe down that way. But anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I will actually turn off the water. How am I doing with wrenches? Just 17 left. That's actually very good. So I want that's the water intake. So flip once more, water intake. Okay, signal is over there. I want to make sure that the signal switch does not go over that one. So I'm okay to keep this one over here. I need a few T-pipes. How many do I have? I have just 3. I might need 4. I'll definitely need 4 actually. So let's unlock 2, 3. So I'll put in the T-pipe. I wouldn't have been able to put it the other way around anyway, so all good. That goes over there like that. There's a water connection now, and all I need is the switch. And well, because of the existence of this switch, this one needs to actually be flipped around. That's why we have the 2 left-hand splitters. We get the blue gem from over here. We put it on this one. Let's replace the pipe first. Now this one, and now well, that's a problem. I'll probably just work around it though. I could move everything off by 1 belt, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, last but not least, I am missing can I actually force this in here somehow, clip it? Nope. Do I have an elbow pipe? No, I do not. Let's go grab some elbow pipes. And let's fix that one first. tomatoes are done. I'll get to those in the next episode. Right now, I just want to get this one sorted out. Okay, that one's out, so I'll need 1, 2. I need a straight one over here. So 1, 2, 3 elbow pipes, and I should be able to put a switch on this one now. Okay, switch is set. 4 elbow pipes. Where's my cart? And I don't have any money in the cart. Let's get money. Even if resources are moving, if you start the car or the cart, they will automatically lock in place. Grab a couple of spare pipes. Money, as you can see, is no longer a problem. We can more or less afford anything we want. The one with the onyx. Where's the one with the onyx on top? There we go. Oh, no. I need to switch it. Is this a left conveyor? It is. We swap that around to this one. Okay, so all of these are set now. I just need to fix the water. The extra length here does not matter. Because I have a booster right at the end of this pipe. That's a very convenient way to store pipes. Just aim them somewhere up in the sky, and well, they're gonna stay there. I did grab quite a few elbows. Let's make sure that they're active. And let's dump this is Ruby. This is the green one. Blue one's over here. What? No, that was really bad. I don't know how a red one got in there, but okay, let's do a bit of damage control. We'll need a magnet for this. believe it should be safe to turn things back on. Okay, and now they actually compressed properly. Not sure why there was a red one in there. And well, me and my legendary attention span. Not sure why there was a blue one in there. Okay, I will fix that one up. I will say that probably the boards are gonna go somewhere around here. Let's go up. Up, I said. There we go, all nice and clean. Let's lock these things in place. Right, the sound I just heard was the spanners, I believe. Repairing some of my water filters. So a few filters should be at 100 now. No, that was not it. Or maybe the compressors. I did hear a new sound, but oh, hopefully it should be good. Anyway, where's my cart? My cart is over here. Last shopping trip, and I will actually not place these ones just yet. I'll keep that for the next stream.
Need something specific.
I'll just stop
Come
here.
have a gander.
So 100% correct. One of these are gonna come in extremely handy. Do I need anything else from here? I don't think so. Not sure why my system is lagging every once in a while. Other than that, the FPS seems quite
you won't
stable.
find better prices than these.
So let's get 4 of these. And by 4 I mean 6. And finally, I need to get four elbow wires. I don't know if I think I only have straight at home.
My lads work great for underground farms.
Make sure I can access the money, and let's get into this position. 3. That was 4 or 5. I thought I got it, but I'll check once more. Maybe there was still one that was flying. Thanks for letting me know. I thought I got it though, but maybe there was one more. I have no idea how the resources got mixed up, to be fully honest. Maybe there were some on the belts when I swapped them around. I don't know. For a second there, I thought I forgot to grab this thing again. That would have been really bad of me. So let's see, ruby, maybe that ruby? Oh. What? Yeah, I've seen this bug a few times where some sorters simply stop sorting. I think everything else is working as intended. Right, there were rubies everywhere. You're right. I think I got one or two of them initially, but I did not catch the others. So that being said, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We are down to 5 hours and 5.5 hours remaining, and we're probably very close to moving away from this base. Maybe a few more quests, but yeah. Well, that being said, thank you all very much for watching. Hope to see you here in the next stream. Have a good one. Bye.